Can we beat Elite Bloonarius? But this guy is almost as fast as Vortex. So what's happening in this boss event is that Bloonarius got a huge speed bump. Let me just show you guys. It is at 250% speed. Now the way that you measure the speed of these boss balloons is by comparing them to the speed of red balloons. So for example, I think the Bloonarius moves at like 6% of the speed of a red balloon. If you do 2.5 times on that thing, then I think it comes out to be what, like 15, and I think that's really close to Vortex's speed. I think Vortex is kind of close to 20. I'm not exactly sure what the exact number is, but the point is that this is going to be a very fast Bloonarius. But I guess the difference between Vortex and Bloonarius is that when you pop a skull on Vortex, he kind of moves back, and also Vortex doesn't summon anything. So I think that this should be, oh my god, I forgot to farm. Okay, let's not mess this thing up. I'm gonna place a farm, and I'm gonna start farming, and you guys know how this farming goes, so I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Okay, so the boss is about to come out, and yes, Sada does indeed make it solo up to round 39 on this map, and I actually placed her here in the top left corner. That's not a mistake, because I wanted to try out something new. Well, I'm not sure how new it is, but it's something that we haven't done in a while. So the first tier of Bloonarius is going to release ceramics, right? So we're gonna need a lot of pierce. Oh, actually, let's actually do it like this. So I bought basically my farming is like these bomb pad farms, these marketplaces. 4 of them are in the range of the discount village, and then 2 of them aren't, which is fine, I guess. And then I want to go for the tag zone, but I'm gonna go for the millipede tag zone because this thing actually gets a little bit of extra pierce, which I feel like we're gonna need. And let's just see how fast this guy is. So we're gonna need to defeat a lot of skulls, and basically all these skulls are gonna need to pop like right here. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of extra pierce through the primary training. Do we need some extra count? I don't think so. I feel like solid is gonna be enough, but we do need an alchemist. And what else do we need? I mean, look at this guy go. Come on, guys. Look at how fast this thing is. This is not Bloonarius. This is Vortex. I'm just seeing Vortex reskin. Okay, so let's sell a couple of these guys. Let's get the tag zone finally. I want to get a I actually want to get this guy's a 4-0, so I'm gonna sell one more farm, and let's see if this is gonna be enough. So the main issue is going to be if the tag zone is gonna be able to deal with the small balloons, because let me just show you guys with the modifiers, the small balloons have also gotten a lot faster, and this goes with the Moabs as well. So these are super fast ceramics, but I'm not seeing anything come out. I'm actually seeing, you guys see these tags fly out, so that means that the pierce is at least not yet getting overloaded, which is really nice actually. Can we get Bloonarius actually before he leaves? Oh my god, everything is just going so fast. I can't even see what's happening at the back line. I can only see just a bunch of balloons walking in, but I feel like I made the correct choice by going for the millipede. Actually, is this the one time where actually the millipede is the bear crossbed? Nowadays, with all of the changes, I don't know. Maybe we should do like a video where we check in on the tags and see which one's better. But this was actually a good choice, and I'm really happy that I did this. So let me turn off auto start, and as soon as this round ends, I feel like we can sell this. Do we keep the alchemist? Honestly, if I were to keep this, I would probably like for this guy to be a 3-0 because the 4-0 is like $3,000. So I'm actually gonna sell it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do it like that. I'm gonna have a 3-2-0 alchemist. Look at Solid go, by the way. These are 150% speed on the normal balloons and 200% on the Moabs, and she is destroying all these guys by herself. Did you guys know that Solid did a 1-tower chimp? She was the first hero to ever do a 1-tower chimps, and she did it on this exact map, and that's why I wanted to start with Sada. Okay, so it's round 59, and the next tier is approaching. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use actually Sada's ability. Oh, I thought we missed you, but because she went back, she kind of got those guys as well. But here's what I want to do for this tier. I want to try out the glaive ward, actually the new glaive ward, which is a tower that you would normally use, but there were some changes with this tower. So here's what I want to do. This Bloonarius is going to be spawning BFBs. So now with the increased turn speed on these orbital glaives, they do 20% more damage. But I also want to get a mat, because this is not going to be enough. So we're going to have just the boomer. This is the perfect spot for the boomer, by the way, for the glaive lord. Probably next round is the round in which this is the round, so we get the mat now. And I really do hope that this is going to be enough damage. So let's kind of watch the Glaivar go. I feel like he should be more than enough to deal with these guys, right? The next issue is if this is going to work in time. That's my question. So this Alchemist is a little bit overworked, so I'm actually going to give it the stronger stimulant so that this buff lasts a little bit longer. And honestly, just buff the art towers as well, because why not? We are making the money, so it's not like that's a problem. So now a new buff that we can see from the Glaive Lord is the fact that these glaives, you guys see the glaives from the Glaive Lord, his normal attacks flying across the map. That's a new thing. So they basically made the distance at which his glaives travel, they made it to unlimited. So that means that you're gonna see these glaives go all over the place, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to buy the Glaive Lord and wanted to kind of try it out. But also we're gonna be buying the Boomer Paragon later on, because, well, first off, that's the cheapest one. They also banned the dart. This boss event is like, I don't want to say this is gonna be like super difficult or anything like that, but it can get tricky if you kind of don't pay attention to these things. And that's gonna be one more skull, so one more ability, and this is round 60. It's gonna be round 69 when we end, isn't it? Let's just deal with these small balloons. And is that gonna be fine with the Glaive Lord? I think it is. Yep, round 69. So we need to sell both of these guys now because we need the money. We need to invest the money as soon as possible. We're a little bit late, guys. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, that's tier 2. And so here's what I want to do. I want to sell both of these guys. One of these guys is going to be a Banana Central. And then what do? I mean, I have the Banana Farmer, so I guess we can just do this. We can just keep buying a bunch of 420s. And yeah, let's see how many 420s we can get before the third tier appears. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want to have the Boomerang Paragon right here in the middle of the water because of the Orbiting Glaives attack that it's going to get. So if we have it like this, we're not going to hit up 100%. But this is a very nice bend and a nice map for the Boomerang Paragon to just be in the water so it maximizes the damage. This is going to be an expensive one, and given the Vortex that I said Vortex. I actually said Vortex. Given the Bloonarius is super fast, this thing is going to need to speed up. But I feel like as soon as we buy it, it's just going to destroy it, right? So I'm really looking to finish off these rounds as fast as possible. So I'm using the abilities as much as I can. And I feel like around 83 is going to be the one that we finally get the Glaive Dominus. And 250, we are making a lot of money, but it's kind of maybe, I'm not sure if it's the money making on the slower side or it's just that Bloonarius is super fast and it's way ahead than it's supposed to be. But this is going to be a degree 1, and look at this orb. You guys see the Orbiting Glaives? This is exactly what I wanted to have in the water. And it is just going to destroy everything. I also like having the Boomerang Paragon specifically in this boss event because everything is so fast. And you guys see how these glaives are seeking, they're chasing the balloons. So there's basically no risk of you losing to some super fast balloon because keep in mind, the balloons are 150% and the Moabs are 200. And this guy is summoning Moab class balloons now. So these DDTs are going to fly through. So this is actually a very good Paragon to have. Alright, so 2 more skulls left. Actually, this is on the last track. So we need to kind of be careful with these guys. So there are going to be DDTs getting released from these bats. So we have to be very careful. I do have the ice ability, but the ice ability cannot hold them because it's the bottom path. So I don't know. This is getting kind of close, honestly. I didn't expect it to be. No, this is exactly what I was talking about. I want to buy a May Moab Sniper, which is going to be on Fur. Okay, we need to hold the DDTs. That's non-negotiable. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a Bloon Crusher. I'm going to have it like this. And I'm actually going to upgrade this guy to the Absolute Zero, which can hold these guys. And okay, so a little bit of an issue. I am going to restart this whole thing, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. I'm just telling you guys what is going to happen. So I'm going to sell the Wild Street and this guy on the side. So we're going to get about, that's closer to $90,000 just so we can get the Boomerang Paragon a little bit earlier. So I think I'm just going to go now. And we're missing a tiny amount, but just because we're going to get it super early, that means that we're just not going to have to deal with anything that we just saw happen. So we should have the money about right now. It's going to be a degree 1, but this is going to be a little bit earlier degree 1. So yeah, it's just going to destroy it. And we are just going to pop this thing. And this is actually so much better because if we wanted to, we can sell this Paragon now, the Boomer Paragon, and we can just... yeah, there goes the tier 3, and we can just invest the money into more farms, which is probably actually what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sell this guy. We are going to be getting a Boomerang Paragon again. It's just going to be a stronger degree, so I'm going to sell this guy and just put all the money back into farms so we can make that much more money. Okay, guys, so round 99, and the tier 4 is about to come out, and I think that this is just the time to upgrade the Boomer Paragon. So here's what I'm going to do. I didn't have the last tier 5. That kind of caught me off guard. But let's see. So what is the max amount of money is... 800. That's a lot. I'm not gonna put that much in. I think I'm just gonna do like 300k because we need to buy one more Paragon plus the VTSG. So let's just see. It was degree 44. I think that's more than enough. Let's use the Absolute Zero so we freeze these guys. And a degree 44 should be more than enough to deal with. Wait, what's happening? Oh, okay, I see these guys frozen. Okay, there we go. So yeah, 8 million HP. I feel like maybe I should probably get some buffing tower. Not a buffing tower, but a damage amplifying tower like the Super Barrel, which is, again, this is a perfect spot for this tower. And then maybe, do we want to... I don't think I want to get it... Is it even necessary to get like the cripple Moab? I don't think it is. I mean, look at the damage that this thing does, especially with the Orbiting Glaives. And I mean, look at this thing go, but also look at all these DDTs and the small Moabs that it summons go, because those guys are at plus 200% speed and they're being ramped up because we're in free play. So this thing is gonna beat it for sure, and we kind of know how much damage a single Boomerang Paragon can do, which is, I guess, about 8 million before Bloonarius does all the rounds, I guess, in the track. So that's nice to know because the tier 5 has 40 million. But we're gonna need to patch up with a lot of extra DPS. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in a second for tier 5. Okay, so just checking in with you guys. I'm going to buy the Ninja Paragon now because We can only have 2 Paragons, and I want to get going on the VTSG and ultra boosting that thing. So let's just put how much money do we want to have into this thing. Like, let's just spend like $1 million flat. So that's gonna be a 500k investment, which is gonna give us a degree 40. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I think 40 is gonna be fine. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in a second for the tier 5. Okay, so I might have accidentally hit the play button, and we are not exactly 100% ready, but we're gonna take it. So let me get the Permaru. I got the Homeland defense. I feel like the damage is gonna be more than enough. So let me use the Homeland ability. I think I want to get an Energizer sub just to get these cooldowns going a little bit faster. I bought a support temple for the VTSG, and this is being ultra boosted at 4 stacks. So the stacks are not enough. I also forgot to buy something else. I also forgot to buy this guy, the Cripple Moab, to get some damage amplification. And I also... Oh wait, there's no glue? Oh, they actually banned the glue. Come on, guys. You're not allowing us any of these good towers. But the Paragon limit has been reached, so we have the Boomer, which is a degree 44, and then the Ninja, which is degree 40. But it's going to do a lot more damage than the Boomer because it's better. And I feel like this is pretty much... We have the basics covered, right? We don't need anything else. I mean, maybe we can spend the remaining of the cash by buying something like... I don't know, like the Flying Fortress, something like that, plus 1 more tower, plus, let's actually do this. Let's actually buy these guys, like the Apache Prime. We have the money to buy, what else? We can buy these guys, because I'm buying these towers because they don't require any micro. I can actually do one last thing. I can barely do it, but I can get a call to arms. In the downtime of the Homeland, we can just keep using the call to arms ability so we get some extra damage. And what do you guys think? What's the tower that's gonna have the most amount of pops when we end the tier 5? I actually kind of think I know. Let me just use the call to arms that we just bought, and as soon as the Homeland defense comes off cooldown, we're gonna use that thing. The VTSG is kind of in the middle so that he has full map coverage, and this is gonna be the last call. He is summoning, so every percentage that we defeat the Bloonarius, he's summoning Bloons, and the Bloons that he summons on the 5th tier are Moabs, I think, which is just insane. But let me use the Homeland for the one last time, and I think that, yeah, all of these guys are in a perfect spot. Oh, I actually clicked the pops. I shouldn't have done that. No, I wanted to see at the end which is the ones that are gonna have the most amount of pops, but we kind of saw the Ninja at 25 million, I think it was, but let's just see it when Bloonarius pops. I think that the VTSG is gonna be up there, but because there were a lot of small summons, I don't know. Let's just hit a review map and see what we're working at. So the VTSG is at 11 million. Oh my god, that's even not even that much. I expect a little bit more actually. The Ninja at 20, I think I saw 25. Did I click on the... Oh, I actually clicked on the Boomer. So it's 26 on the Boomer, with the caveat that this guy was present on the tier 4 as well. And 21 on the Ninjas. So yeah, I mean, that was the tier 5 Bloonarius, which is a really fast one, but I kind of enjoyed this event, you know, a little bit of limitations, but not too difficult overall. And that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.